While hiking in the Great Smoky Mountains, a YouTuber captured a strange, wild sound echoing through the trees. It was loud, deep, and strangely mechanical. As he kept walking, the sound came again. Some people online were convinced it was something mysterious, while others said it was probably just a bull elk. But if you didn't know any better, hearing that sound in the middle of nowhere would shake you to your bones. While hiking, this man took a short break to grab something to eat. As he reached into his backpack for his food, he accidentally captured this on camera.
Oh, well. Yeah, did you see the big tree break over there? It was a good snap.
In the top right corner of the frame, something or someone can be seen. It's dark, solid, and its posture doesn't match anything you'd expect to see out there. Even more unsettling, it seems to move slightly, suggesting it wasn't just a tree. Unfortunately, the man didn't notice it while filming, so he never turned the camera for a closer look. Whatever was out there remains a mystery. On May 18, 2025, Edward Healy and his son were hiking deep in the woods when something completely unexpected happened. In the distance, something moved. A large, dark figure appeared between the trees. According to Edward, it stood nearly 8 feet tall and had an ape-like build. He managed to capture it on camera, but like most Bigfoot sightings, the footage was shaky and hard to make out. That's why not everyone's convinced. Skeptics say it's just a person in a costume, while others believe it could be the real deal. So was this an actual encounter with Bigfoot, or just another elaborate hoax? Chris Reinhardt and his team from the channel Real American Monsters went out to investigate Larry's woods. Not long into their search, they came across something strange.
This is a good sign that they're visiting here. This is the same print as we always find. So it looks a little bit bigger this time. It actually starts here. It's a long skinny thing, so we're thinking female. Yeah, I just noticed that too. That could be knuckle marks. See it? Yep. Like this. Knuckle marks right there. Boom, 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 boom. 1 foot here. Knuckle marks there. That's cool. I never found knuckle marks before, but that's what those are. And up they go. Up and out.
As they moved deeper into the woods, they reached the gifting site, and there they found more footprints, fresh and clearly defined.
Yeah, she grew.
It said something.
12 and a half. 13.
There. Am I moving the bucket for me?
6 and a half. Zoom in on it. There's too much water. So about 13. 12 and a half, 13. Well, that was a failure. That was 6 and a half. Big time. Wide. So we're looking at oh, that's a good one. I don't know if that, yeah, there's a stick here. That's why it bounced back up. See, look at. So they stepped down in here. Here's the big toe. That's the same one as at your place, 12 inch, 11 inch. 12 and a half, 13 inches, the same one. Now the stride from heel to heel is 39 inches. So if it was me, this is the step I would be taking. I'm 6'2", you showing that?
Yep.
That would be the stride I'd take from this print to this print. You're not walking through the muck making these strides. So, those are my tracks over there. So, that was a good find there.
Determined to capture whatever was out there, they set up trail cameras all around the site. But the woods stayed silent.
With the trail cameras over the years, I mean, we worked so hard to get that interaction, and now it's just gone.
Was it just an animal passing through, or could something far more mysterious be roaming those woods? While hiking at Lone Peak Mountain, this person noticed something unusual moving in the distance. Despite the foggy weather and poor visibility, they spotted a figure climbing the slope with an eerie, almost effortless stride. At first, the hiker thought it was just another person on the trail, but the longer they watched, the less sense it made. The figure looked too large, its movements too smooth, almost unnatural for such steep terrain. They couldn't get any closer and only managed to record a short clip. Given Lone Peak's long history of Bigfoot sightings, the hiker couldn't help but wonder, was it really Bigfoot or just a trick of the eye? A dog stumbled upon a severed paw in the woods, and its owner quickly called others over to take a look. At first, some people joked that it might belong to Bigfoot, but most agreed it looked more like a black bear's. Experts later examined the fur and shape and confirmed what experienced guides already suspected. It was definitely a bear paw. A family was renovating an old cabin, turning it into a mill, when something mysteriously disappeared from their back deck overnight. Lewis, one of the men helping with the project, swore that whatever took it was huge, tall, broad, and incredibly fast. A few days later, while reviewing footage from a nearby camera, they spotted a massive upright figure moving through the trees near the homestead. When they slowed the video and zoomed in, the shape matched countless descriptions of Bigfoot. They searched the property and checked the cabin, but that uneasy feeling lingered, the sense that something out there was watching them. A hiker snapped this strange photo on a sunny day in the woods. It shows what looks like a large primate sitting on a log, staring down at its leg. He said he took the picture so people would actually believe him, but he never revealed where it was taken. And while the image looks convincing, we have to remember, it could still be fake. When a couple woke up in their remote cabin in rural Kentucky, they stepped outside and found strange footprints on their porch.
That is a weird fucking print.
That's what I'm saying. And it's about your foot size, but...
You can see the bones in their foot. And yeah, these don't have any pointies.
They were slightly larger than a woman's size 7, about 7.5 feet apart, and vanished after just 2 steps. The couple debated what could have made them: raccoons, black bears, maybe even something else entirely. But the prints looked different from any typical animal tracks with a clear arch and tapered toes. Eventually, the markings faded and were later dismissed as water stains. Still, the couple couldn't shake the question: what or who had really passed through their quiet porch that morning? 2 people were driving down a forest road in the Baltimore woods when they started hearing eerie growls and movement coming from the trees. Curious, they stepped out to take a look, but the air immediately felt heavy and tense. Moments later, they captured something on camera they claimed was a bipedal creature, describing it as Bigfoot.
Go real slow, but don't get out. Do not get out.
In the footage, it's hard to make out exactly what they saw, but it was all they managed to capture. They were too shocked and too scared to keep filming properly. We'll probably never know for sure if what they caught on camera was really Bigfoot. The question is, Do you believe them? A man had set up a trail camera in the hills of West Virginia, hoping to catch some footage of local wildlife. But on July 10, 2025, the camera recorded something he never expected. The camera captured a dark, bipedal creature covered in long, scruffy fur. It seemed to lunge at the camera before turning and disappearing into the forest. At first, some people said it was just a black bear, but others pointed out that the thick, tangled fur didn't match. And with West Virginia's rugged terrain and long history of Bigfoot sightings, many can't help but wonder, could this be the creature of legend? In 2018, a woman in Boone, North Carolina, spotted what looked like a Bigfoot at the edge of her property, right where it borders the national forest. The photo she took shows a tall, hairy figure standing in her backyard, clearly visible against the trees. The sighting only adds to the ongoing mystery of the elusive creature said to roam those woods.